Hello and welcome to another video. This video, as the title suggests, getting lost in nature. So I've just followed the River Fiddion up, which is a local river in my area. To this point I'm now at Marion Mills. I'm going to take a look down some tracks that I haven't been down before, you know, tracks and paths, that kind of thing. I've brought no map with me, so should be interesting for me at least anyway, so I brought you guys along. Obviously I've got a new kind of haversack. You haven't seen this one before in a video. New to me anyway. It's kind of a 1940s, I think it's a US Army haversack, and also I've got the new canteen with me. So come along with me and I'll share the journey with you. There's no particular rush on this video, guys, just ambling along. You can hear the pheasants in the background. I just heard a buzzard a minute ago as well, so yeah, just taking it easy. So just here I've got a lovely avenue where the bridle path cuts through, and just look how the sun's coming through the trees. So as you've just noticed, before I start even talking about the bag, essential bit of kit for me is wellies. When I'm going, whether it be on a country track, you know, in a field, or following a little bridle way, the first time I go, I don't wear my hiking boots. I always wear my wellies because they'll get you out of a sticky situation. Also, they're good in tall grass. If you've got brambles hidden in the grass, and you know, we all know that one where your ankle gets stuck in them. Gives you a bit of protection from that as well. So yeah, decent pair of wellies. Just a quick one that I've done, make them a bit more comfortable. Whacked a couple of insoles in them, dead easy. Right, let's talk about the bag. Right, so the first thing out of the bag is my little piece of close foam. Makes a nice little seat. When I set off this morning it was quite cold, so obviously I had my wool jumper on, so I just stuffed that in there as things started to heat up. Next thing I've got in here is my Bushcraft gloves, leather gloves, and I've got my secateurs, because I've been down the river investigating, see if I can find any new kind of camping spots, and yeah, they're brilliant at getting rid of brambles. That's just a cover for the camera. So I brought some food with me. I'm not going to eat it today, but this is the all-day breakfast by Wayfarer. It is a wet food, it's not froze dry, so I'll feature that on another video. Then I've got my utility tool kit with my knife, fork, spoon, all that kind of thing in there. I've got a little tub. In there is 4 hexamine blocks, a spare lighter and some magnesium. It's not completely waterproof, but it'll do for the time being until I find something a little bit better. Obviously, first aid kit. Now this is a sealed one that I've made up myself with a heat sealing machine. Got a few plasters, bandage, gloves, that kind of thing. We all know what a first aid kit is. So my idea behind this is, once I've opened it and used it, I can just reseal it and replenish the products that I've used. But I haven't needed to use it, so that's fine. Again, I've got this is an old favourite of bushcrafters, the backhoe saw. I've not needed to use that today either. Then I've got my ferrocerium rod with striker. Works perfectly. That goes with the hexamine, obviously, to start the hexamine. If it's really bad, I'll use the lighter. That's just a pot lid. Inside here, it says Bushcraft Essentials, but it isn't. It's just a little pouch that I've got, and inside there is my windshield that I've actually cut down. So that's like a cheap and cheerful windshield that I've cut down to use with my stoves. Just keeps it nice and clean in that pouch. Then we've got the Bushcraft Essentials. This is the Bushbox LF titanium version. and in there I've also got the new little plate that they're making at the moment. That's titanium as well. So that's my primary stove. I do use gas as well. I use Primus gas, which is featured in my videos in the past. And last but not least, we've got a big cooking pot with a lid, and inside there fits this little pouch, and inside this pouch little plastic bag with brewing up stuff in, a couple of OXO cubes, coffees, that kind of thing, and some hand wipes in there. And then I've got 2 titanium mugs, pots. That one I usually use as my mug. What I've been finding is I boil water in this and then pour it into that and drink out of that, because if you drink straight out of this when it's been on the stove, burn your lip time in it. So that's what I use that for. This bigger pot isn't quite big enough to do one of these meals in, so for an extra couple of grams I might as well just bring the bigger pot. So that's what's in the bag. Now, most of my regular viewers will know that I use an army kit bag to put all my sleeping tattle in, my tent and all that kind of thing, or my tarp, depending on what I'm doing. And this is a bag that complements it really, so it's not only a day sack, but this is the bag that I'll carry all this in, plus a little bit of extra food, that kind of thing, chargers for the phone to do the audio, and the camera as well, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's all just nice, neat, nothing that I don't need in there, although I've not used it today. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. So this is my water bottle. I was going to do a review on it, but I'm not sure if it warrants one. It is what it is, basically. The annoying thing, when I first got it, one annoying thing about it is it had a little chain from here to the top. Now that chain wasn't even stainless steel, so it would have rusted anyway. And once you undo the lid, the little like loop on this side kept getting caught underneath this. I was like, no, I can't be doing with it, so I tore it off basically. One other little thing I found with it is that when you unscrew it, there's a little in there, there's like a little rubber kind of washer, you know, with no hole in the middle obviously, and sometimes when you unscrew it, that washer kind of pulls out. So I'm not sure whether to take that out and just try it with the lid on. I can't see why it needs to be there. So anyway, it's obviously a Laken model of a traditional canteen. This is suede, all this is suede. Now, yeah, you couldn't dip it into a river without it getting completely wet. If you needed to, yeah, you could, not a problem. It holds about 1 litre. It's plastic on the outside with a steel liner on the inside. Yeah, so it is what it is. I don't think it requires me doing a full review on it. You've got a suede handle, carry strap, which is adjustable as well. If you find that this is slipping a little bit, what you can do is just feed the other end back through, and that'll make it, you know, not slip. But it's not slipped on me so far. If it gets wet, it might slip on me. So it's covered front and back, and it's got this nice kind of lacing, suede lacing all the way around it. Stitching looks pretty good on the points where the strap attaches. So yeah, very traditional kind of water canteen. Yeah, you can't put it in a fire, but why do you need to when you've got cook pots? You know, this is my little design of kit. This is how I like to do it. So yeah, there we go. That's the Laken canteen, water canteen. So for a £5 off Facebook, it serves me well. It is canvas, so it can be waxed to make it waterproof. There's nothing in there really, apart from my jumper. There's nothing in there that it doesn't matter if it gets wet, it'll still work. So yeah, I may at some stage do some waxing on it to to make it waterproof a little bit. Or the other option is you could use a dry bag to put everything in. So yeah, it does the trick. The handle didn't come with it. I've had to put the handle on myself off another bag. Like I say, I've just fed it through because I found these handles were slipping a little bit when I left them like that. So I've just thread it through twice, and that's done the trick. It's still adjustable. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. If you've enjoyed the video that much, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.